Speed Station welcomes you to Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Ryan Newman wins the pole above Corey LaJoie, Ty Dillon, Eric Amarola, Daniel Hemrick, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Paul Menard, Chase Elliott, and Landon Castle.
Drivers, start your engines!
This 80-lap race, Stage 1 concludes on lap 20, and Stage 2 concludes on lap 40. Daniel Suarez has already got an issue. He's pulled off on the apron and is going to head down pit road with the pace car. And we are green at Daytona. Ryan Newman gets a great jump above Corey LaJoie. Already 3 wide for 5th position. Ty Dillon challenging Corey LaJoie on the inside for 2nd. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. And down the front straightaway, Ryan Newman will lead lap 1. Chase Elliott has driven all the way up to 2nd position with Brennan Gaughan in 3rd, who's being pushed down the back straight by Tyler Reddick. Regular season point leader Kevin Harvick currently runs in 32nd position, with Martin Truex Jr., who's 2nd in points, running in 26th. At this point, if Truex wants to win the regular season championship, it looks like he'll have to win and Harvick will have to wreck out. Michael McDowell has driven his way up to 2nd, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 3rd, with Ryan Newman holding a controlling lead over the field. Brandon Jones, in his first career Cup Series start, is trying to take 3rd spot off of Alex Bowman, and has got there. So Brandon Jones for Extreme Concepts is up into 3rd spot, trying to get around Kurt Busch for 2nd. Lap car Daniel Suarez is in front of the field as Kurt Busch dives low. He gets blocked by Suarez. And now Ryan Newman has retaken the lead. Newman has such a big gap, he's going to let the whole field get a run on him. Kurt Busch looks to the low side. And Kurt Busch will lead lap 5. Chris Buescher already trying to take the lead off the 1 and does so. Kevin Harvick is now up into 2nd. Driven his way from 35th starting position all the way to now trying to take the lead off of Buescher. Harvick's got the lead, but Wallace is going to send him 3 wide into 3. And Bubba Wallace now is the leader. Reddick going to the inside of the 43 and has now taken the lead, with Jimmy Johnson behind him and Ryan Preece. So now Chevrolet holds the top 4 spots. Parker Kligerman, with help from the 42, is now up into 2nd position. Parker Kligerman going to the inside of the 31 to take the lead. Hamlin dives to the inside. And Denny Hamlin is now the leader. Ryan Newman's back up into 2nd. Oh, a big contact between the 9 and 10. Almost spun Chase Elliott around off of turn 2, but he managed to save it and prevent a yellow. Ryan Newman's now retaking the lead. Accident in turn 3. 2 cars upside down. Kevin Harvick's involved. Daniel Suarez has gone upside down. Brandon Jones is upside down. Daniel Suarez has wrecked out. And the race back to the yellow. Ryan Newman is the leader above Derek Cope and Martin Truex Jr. So the lap-down car of Suarez tries to get way too close to the right side door of Stenhouse. Pushes him straight up the racetrack into points leader Kevin Harvick. Turns Bowman around and follows Bubba Wallace. Turns Suarez all the way upside down. Wallace climbs on top of his car. Also goes over. And Suarez goes for the long slide between turns 3 and 4. Michael McDowell went upside down. And Harvick and Jones went upside down, but managed to keep the cars refired. You thought Dover was bad. In one wreck, we had 5 flips. Ryan Newman gets off pit road in first, with Denny Hamlin in second and Derek Cope in third. This accident really opens up the door for Martin Truex Jr., who will restart in 4th position as Kevin Harvick has retired from this race and will finish in 39th position. We here at Spestacorp are proud to represent the 99 car of Derek Cope and Starcom Racing. We go where you go. And we are back green with only 7 to go in Stage 1. Truex jumps to the high side to try and make a move around Derek Cope. But Cope is trying to make a move on the 11 to try and get up into second. 8 car of Hemrick has gotten around the 99, with help from the 22 trying to get past the 6. Now Logano dives low on the 8. And the 22 is on the inside of the 6. With help from his technical teammate, Paul Menard is now the leader. 3 wide into turn 3 for the lead. Clint Boyer on the bottom. Matt DiBenedetto trying to challenge on the inside, with help from Parker Kligerman. Now Kligerman goes low. Kligerman is now the leader. Once again going 3 wide for the lead. This time Matt Tifft sends it in on the bottom. Now Chris Buescher goes low. Chris Buescher now holds the lead. Larson goes to the inside line. Doesn't have the run to get by the 37. And Buescher shuts the door on him. Only 3 to go in Stage 1. Look at the separation that the top 3 have put against the pack. Now Larson dives to the inside, but he's got no drafting help. And Buescher will once again retain the lead. Derek Cope trying to make it 4 wide through the tri-oval. They managed to file back down into 3 wide without an accident. Denny Hamlin now up to second with help from Matt DiBenedetto. Brennan Gaughan trying to make a move to the inside of the 11. And the white flag is out for Stage 1. Buescher still trying to defend the inside line, but Tyler Reddick dives in. They are now side by side, and Reddick is now the leader. A little bit of contact in the back of this pack as Kyle Busch goes to the low line. Hamlin, I think, has an issue. Dropping well off the pace. And off of turn 4, Kyle Busch is the leader. Truex tries to look low. And at the line, too close to call. Kyle Busch will win Stage 1. Kyle Busch wins the first stage by 3 1/1000ths of a second above his teammate. Busch makes contact with the 8 car off pit road and loses the race off pit road to Martin Truex Jr. So now Truex will hold the lead above Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon. Larson is on the apron. There must be something wrong with the 42, possibly a flat tire just after a pit stop. Getting a flat tire. Larson's team changed left side tires and he is now back out on the racetrack. He will restart in 32nd position. And the green flag is out for Stage 2. Kyle Busch already going to the inside of the 19. Ryan Preece goes to the inside of the 18. But Reddick sends it 3 wide on the inside. And Tyler Reddick is now the leader. But at the line, I believe the 10 car stole it from him. Yes, Eric Almirola led that lap, but look at the 37 going low. And Chris Buescher is now the leader. Well, the 19 car is around. The caution flag is out. Down the back straight, Ross Chastain is now trying to take the lead. He will get the spot. And Ross Chastain will lead us back to the caution above Matt DiBenedetto and Jimmy Johnson. So Brennan Gaughan turns the 19 down to Derek Cope, spinning both Gaughan, the 19 car out, and collecting the 6. This from the onboard of Newman. It's a little bit of front end damage off clipping the 62, and quite a bit of right side damage on the 99. First car out of the pits is Brad Keselowski above Matt DiBenedetto and Eric Almirola. Ross Chastain lost about 10 spots down pit road trying to get out of his pit stall. After having a shot at capitalizing on Kevin Harvick's misfortune, Martin Truex Jr. will now restart in 32nd spot after his back straightaway spin. And we are back green with only 10 laps to go in Stage 2. DiBenedetto already trying to make a move on the outside of the 2. Keselowski blocks it, but the 10 car alongside the 2. And Eric Almirola now holds the lead. Keselowski off to a very poor start, already fallen to 4th. Now Byron trying to make a move low on the 22. Byron going for the lead with help from the 92. And William Byron now holds the lead above Timothy Peters and Brad Keselowski. 3 wide for second into turn 3. Ryan Preece has now taken second position. Preece and Reddick making it 3 wide with Byron on the outside. Ryan Preece led that lap. But Tyler Reddick will take the lead going into turn 1. Kligerman making a move to the inside. With help from the 14 and the 47, Parker Kligerman now holds the lead. And we're once again 3 wide for second with Reed Sorensen sending it in on the inside. Kligerman still blocking every lane to remain the leader. But now Denny Hamlin goes to the inside of the 96. And Denny Hamlin now holds the lead with LaJoie trying to go to the low side on the 11. And LaJoie is now the leader with Paul Menard up to second. Menard going low, with Elliott trying to make it 3 wide. LaJoie led that lap. But Chase Elliott will take the lead going into 1. Peters looking low on the 8, trying to take second off of Hemrick. And Timothy Peters has driven all the way up to the side of the 9. Peters is now the leader, with LaJoie up to second. Preece going 3 wide for the lead into turn 3. Ryan Preece has taken the spot with Kurt Busch trying to help. 3 laps to go in Stage 2. Now the JTG Daugherty cars hold the top 2 spots, with Preece leading over Buescher. Now Buescher has taken the lead off the 47. Chastain going 3 wide for the spot. And Ross Chastain now holds the lead. Larson up to second. And Blaney into third. Ross Chastain still the leader as Matt Tifft has driven up to third. Tift trying to go the low side on the 42. And the white flag is out for stage 2. Tift goes low on the 15. And is now taking the lead. Down the back straight, the 37 going to the inside of the 36. Busher has taken the lead between turns 3 and 4. And down the front straightaway, the 22 trying to challenge the 37. Can't quite get there, and Chris Busher will win stage 2. Oh, and he gets turned under yellow. Chris Busher gets turned around under yellow, as well as the 22 and 24 cars. I'm not sure what happened to Busher here. I think he tried to avoid the lap car of Brennan Gaughan. Ended up getting himself turned along with the 22 and 36. So the top 3 cars end up spinning directly after the stage caution. And the first car off of pit road is Joey Logano above Jimmy Johnson and Tyler Reddick. We are green for the final stage before the playoffs. Logano gets a good jump above Jimmy Johnson, with Tyler Reddick trying to take second off the 48. Now Kyle Larson trying to make a move on the 31 with help from the 47. Remember, Joey Logano hasn't won a race yet this year. Reddick makes a move low with help from the 42. And Tyler Reddick's now taking the lead with Kyle Larson up to second. And Clint Boyer trying to take third. And Larson looks low, with Joey Logano trying to send it 3 wide down the front straight. Reddick led that lap, but Logano's going to take the lead going into turn 1. Eric Almirola going low on the 22. And Almirola is now taking the lead. They do have the lap car of Matt DiBenedetto to deal with. Eric goes high and will get around him, but the 95 will block the whole inside line and middle. So using that lap car, the 10 and 22 have been able to put substantial ground between themselves and the field. Logano going to the inside of the 10 car, and Joey Logano is now retaking the lead. Austin Dillon going low on the 22. 3 wide down the front straight, and Eric Almirola will lead that lap. Almirola gets a huge push on the outside line by Hamlin to not only get the lead, but clear the inside line. Denny Hamlin trying to look to the inside of the 3. Hamlin's under him. Into turn 1, Denny Hamlin will take second, away from Austin Dillon. Paul Menard trying to go 3 wide on the inside, trying to take third spot. Eric Almirola's got an extremely strong race car, be able to patrol the field like this for several laps. But the 22 and 21 have built a run. Looking to the inside goes Logano. And Logano will take the lead. Down the back straightaway, Parker Kligerman trying to take third spot off of Timothy Peters. Look at the gap the 21 and 22 have been able to put on the rest of the field. A few car lengths separating those two and third spot, but Menard trying to go to the inside. And Menard will take the lead. That did allow Kligerman to gain a whole lot of ground on the inside. And Parker Kligerman is driven up to the left side of the 21. And Kligerman will take the lead. Down the back straight, Byron goes low. William Byron trying to take the lead off the 96. And has taken the spot. 3 wide for the lead down the front straight. Ross Chastain's driven up beside the 2 car on the inside line. And Chastain's now taking the lead. They catch the lap car of Brennan Gaughan. A little bit of contact between the 95 and 15. And Gaughan will completely block the outside line. They've been gonned. LaJoie going to the inside of the 15, but now 3 wide with Larson on the inside. LaJoie led that lap. But now Larson will hold the lead. Now the field has to deal with the lap cars of Martin Truex Jr., Derek Cope, and Ryan Newman. Truex moves out of the way for the 42, but will block the outside line and middle lanes. Larson gets blocked by Cope. Jimmy Johnson sends it into turn 1 and is now taking the lead. Down the back straight, Matt Tifft has now taken the lead off of Jimmy Johnson. With now Timothy Peters going for it. Timothy Peters now holds the lead. Eric Almirola going to the inside. Almirola sends it 3 wide into 1 on the inside of lap traffic and now has a controlling lead over Ryan Preece. Bit of a 3-car breakaway at the front of the pack with Eric Almirola, Ryan Preece, and Reed Sorensen. Almirola trying to do everything he can to make the playoffs this season. Clinton Boyer's now taken 3rd spot off of Reed Sorensen. And once again, a pack has formed. And Preece will bring it down pit road along with Kligerman and Dillon, as Eric Almirola will stay out. So Sorensen and Hemrick will bring it down pit road this time by, but Almirola will still stay out. Almirola's heading down pit road, as well as Logano, Hamlin, and Clint Boyer. First car off on this cycle is Almirola, getting off in front of Logano and Hamlin. Let's see if this pack led by Sorensen can beat Almirola off of the apron. Can't quite get there. Joey Logano trying to look to the inside of the 10. Through turn 1, Joey Logano now holds the lead. The lap car of Gaughan is in the way of the 22. Gaughan will block Logano and will let the 10 car get a greater lead above the field. The 47 is going to have a huge run on the 10. And Ryan Preece will pass the 10 car with ease, with the 3 car moving up into second. William Byron trying to make a move onto the inside of the 3. The 32 car of LaJoie blocks the outside line. A little bit of contact between the 8 and 32. 88 car of Bowman is slightly in the way, but pulls onto the apron to get out of the way of the leaders. And we are under caution. Ryan Preece is the leader above Austin Dillon, William Byron, and Joey Logano. The caution was brought out for the 00 car of Landon Castle, who stalled in between turns 3 and 4. Austin Dillon will be bringing it down pit road, along with Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, Parker Kligerman, and Brad Keselowski. While those drivers pit, Ryan Preece will stay out, along with William Byron and Joey Logano. We are back green with only 11 laps to go. The 22 car of Logano tries to jump to the outside to get alongside the 24. Can't quite get there. Now goes to the inside to try and take second, and is now taking the spot. Logano dives low on the 47. And Joey Logano now holds the lead. Clint Boyer trying to make it 3 wide on the inside. Logano leads that lap, but Boyer will take the lead. Now Hemrick going to the inside. Reed Sorensen up to second. Sorensen trying to make a move on the 8. And Reed Sorensen is now the leader. Kyle Larson dives to the inside, but Reddick trying to make it 3 wide. Larson led that lap, but Reddick will take the lead. And Reddick has cleared second spot, which is now Kurt Busch, by about a car length. That's a bit of a disadvantage at a place like this. Look at this run Larson has. Up onto the 31. Reddick still patrols the field with Eric Almirola diving to the inside to take second. He's definitely got a run on the 31. And Almirola goes low. And Eric Almirola will retake the lead, with Parker Kligerman trying to go 3 wide on the inside for third. Now attempting to take second. Paul Menard goes low, now going to take second spot off of Tyler Reddick. Menard getting a great push from Logano, has now taken the lead. Down the back straight, Logano's trying to get some momentum on the inside. But Clint Boyer will send it 3 wide. And Boyer will take the lead. Boyer moves up. That opens the door for DiBenedetto. Boyer will lead that lap. Hamlin dives in on the inside, 3 wide. And Hamlin now holds the lead. Daniel Hemrick up to second. Ryan Preece into third. And now Austin Dillon going 3 wide on the inside for second spot. Dillon goes low on the 11. At the line, Hamlin led, but now Austin Dillon holds the lead. Now Larson once again going low on the 3. Larson's got the spot with help from Kyle Busch and his brother Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch with significant front end damage. Needs all the help he can get. The 42 and 18 still side by side down the front straight. Now 3 wide for the lead. Kyle Larson will lead that lap. With a push from the 3, I believe he might clear the 1. Yes, he did. Now Chip Ganassi holds the top 2 spots. William Byron's got to run on the inside line. But now Timothy Peters sending it in 3 wide down low to take second. Peters goes low with help from Reddick. Timothy Peters is now the leader with only 3 laps to go. Reddick dives to the inside. And Tyler Reddick has now taken the lead. Reed Sorensen is pitting. Must have ran out of fuel. Now Peters back to the back bumper of the 31. The 31 and 92 now have a good separation above the 22. But now Logano looks to the inside, trying to take second. Doesn't have the momentum to get there. The yellow flag is out. This will end the race. Off of turn 4, Tyler Reddick will take us back to the caution. Tyler Reddick may have just pulled off one of the biggest upsets in recent Daytona history. And this is what caused the yellow. I think the 38 blew a tire out down the front straight. Ended up getting turned around. And this was the race-ending caution. And at the start-finish line under yellow, Tyler Reddick is now a NASCAR Cup Series winner. Reddick wins above Timothy Peters, Joey Logano, Paul Menard, and Kyle Larson. Tyler Reddick pulls it off and wins his first career Cup Series race and the Rookie of the Year honors, above Timothy Peters, Joey Logano, Paul Menard, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Parker Kligerman, Matt Tifft, Austin Dillon, and William Byron. Well, after Kevin Harvick's wreck, we figured that Truex might have gained a little bit more ground than just a few points, 9 to be specific points on Kevin Harvick. But Kevin Harvick will win the regular season championship by 33 points above Martin Truex Jr. In the playoff standings, with Tyler Reddick's win, that forces both Kurt Busch and Eric Almirola out of the championship fight. So now, the only two cars that points their way in are Joey Logano, 28 points above, and Paul Menard, 14 points above. In the championship standings, before we start the round of 16 at Darlington, Martin Truex Jr. has a 5-point lead above Kevin Harvick due to additional playoff points from both being second in regular season standings and his amount of wins. Brad Keselowski is in third, Ryan Newman in fourth, Hamlin in fifth, Blaney sixth, Kyle Busch in seventh, Kyle Larson in eighth, Chase Elliott in ninth, and Joey Logano in 10th. Next race is at Darlington for the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Catch it right here on the Speed Station.